RPG Stories. It's all about your stories.
Hello all, and welcome to RPG Stories' first pre-Kickstarter gameplay video. Before we start, take a moment to subscribe to our Kickstarter and newsletter. Links in the description. RPG Stories is a 3D virtual tabletop featuring a massive world builder where you can build your environments, write your quests, and play your favorite tabletop role-playing games with your friends. The users will be provided with hundreds of 3D model props, characters and monsters, and thus the storytellers will be able to create any possible indoor or outdoor environment, and then gather their players and enjoy an amazing RPG session online. Let's try to break down all the major features we have implemented so far, but also explain our post-Kickstarter plans for the software. Whatever you watch here is actual gameplay from our current build, and we are so proud of what we have ready. 20 days before our Kickstarter campaign, it can be considered a final product. World building. The storyteller is able to create either rooms or outdoor environments in two ways. The first one is the auto build mode, where they can select the type of floor and the type of walls they like, and just drag and drop into the scene, creating rooms. In the same principle, you may choose to use the drawing tool to add floors, walls, fences, and roads, but also toggle between terrain styles. The second way is going fully manual for greater creativity. The user is able to place floor tiles and then add walls, moving in any possible direction. Our next step will be to allow you to sculpt the floor and use a random 3D dungeon generator in order to create your scenes with just one click. Once the environment is ready, you can start placing objects. Using the objects is really easy, and again, we provide two different modes. The simple mode and the complex mode for game masters who love the detail. The same thing applies to the character and monsters models. The user is able to add them in the scene, and then later on, while in play mode, activate them and move them around. Kickstarter plans for this section of the world builder include thousands more models, the ability to upload your own models, and of course, more animations for your characters and monsters for a complete battle system. Another feature that belongs in the world building mode is our quest writing system. The game master and the players are able to keep their notes in the system in their personal journals, but can also place notes on every object or point in the 3D scene as shown here. Upon beta, we will provide you with a complete quest writing system, player's note system, and handouts so that you will never need to use a third-party software again. Moving forward, all the next features can be used in both the world building mode and in play mode during the RPG session. Of course, we provide the users with a 3D dice panel. The dice use physics and interact with the environment. You can choose your dice set because we know you believe that this will affect your rolls. No, it won't. And soon you will also get the chance to customize your dice. Also, the users are able to pinpoint and draw in the scene. The Game Master can set the weather conditions using simple toggle buttons, matching exactly what is going on during the game. In addition, they can change the lighting in the scene, either by customizing the lights or by choosing from a default library. After the Kickstarter campaign, both these features will have a lot more pre-made scenarios. Plus, we will give you the chance to fully customize them, save them, reuse them, and share them with the community. Next is the well-known Fog of War. The Game Master can anytime hide certain areas from the players and then reveal them as their characters enter new areas. Right now, you can choose between black or white fog, but a lot more options are on the way. All the objects that should produce light act as a light source in your 3D scene, and this feature is our first step for dynamic lights, line of sight, and lots of surprises that we prepare for you. Last but not least is the feature of which we are most proud. Everything you create in RPG Stories, Every environment, quest notes, customizable objects, characters, monsters, and rules can be exported in a single export file, which we intend to keep commercial-free for the community. Our export lists includes 2D, video, 3D printing files, and our unique RPG Stories quest file export. Each player will have control of their camera and will be able to move around as they please. But remember, GMs usually do not like freedom, and that means we provide the GMs with lots of authority options. For example, the storyteller can force all players' cameras to lock in a specific angle and view, as shown here. High on our future list is to connect your character's viewing abilities with your character's camera. That means that an elf player, for instance, will be able to see further in a dark room, while a human will not. Finally, these features are what we are currently working on: customizable models, characters, and rules. A fast and sturdy multiplayer matchmaking system. The thing we most hate is lag, and we know you hate that as much as well. A 3D map maker will be fully connected to the environments, allowing the user to click on the map and be transferred to the chosen area. Thank you for your time. RPG Stories is coming to Kickstarter on the 1st of September. Subscribe to our Kickstarter page and to our newsletter and help us make RPG Stories your favorite 3D virtual tabletop. We are in this together because you, the backers, will get to vote on our final features and the type of models we will be implementing.
RPG Stories. It's all about your stories.